Hello guys, I am here to show you what Cybernetics is. It is a school passion project for 2018 and it's Cybernetics technology by me. So, an introduction to cybernetics is that cybernetics plays a huge role in our life. It is the technology we see around us. It is living body systems. It is in businesses. Cybernetics is any working system. Without cybernetics, everything you know of today will not be the same without it. What is cybernetics? The definition of cybernetics is the control of any system using technology such as mechanical, biological, cognitive, and more. Cybernetics covers many areas such as biology, computer science, engineering, psychology, and sociology. Cybernetics is technically the system of something. It could be anything. My main focus in my cybernetics passion project is the computer science and engineering aspects of cybernetics. The history of cybernetics. Cybernetics had been made by three regarded men: Norbert Wiener, Warren McCulloch, and J. Forrester. They all were teaching at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or MIT, and achieved many cybernetic breakthroughs. Norbert Wiener was a mathematics teacher at MIT ever since 1919. He then became acquainted with Arturo Rosenbluth and worked with Julian H. Bigelow, and they both developed rangefinders for anti-aircraft guns. They became fascinated with the intelligent behavior of the machines and the so-called diseases that could affect them. They were impressed by the disease and found similarities between the machine's behaviors and average human behavior. He then went to Princeton to gather with other ideal mathematicians, physiologists, and mechanical and electrical engineers. He then began cerebral mechanisms and could only come through the cooperation of many disciplines. In this gathering, many ideas were shared. The basics of cybernetics were starting to be laid down, and so a man known as McCulloch was influenced by these ideas and developed an artificial retina with collaboration from Louis Sutro from MIT. This basis was provided from the research on the eye of a frog, performed in collaboration with others. They started to make machines imitate certain functions of living organisms and increasing the understanding of cerebral mechanisms. This was the starting place for the development of bionics, artificial intelligence, AI, and robots. Many were inspired by the progress this group made, so others increased the knowledge of this sector. Then, a man named J. W. Forrester invented Whirlwind 11, a super-fast magnetic memory at MIT. He was assigned by the Air Force to come up with a system to coordinate the implementation of an alert and defense system, also known as the SAGE system, to detect and prevent possible attacks on U.S. territory by enemy rockets. He realized that the machines would have to be capable of making vital decisions as the information arrived. This was yet another breakthrough through cybernetics. How does cybernetics work? Well, computer science cybernetics does rely on one thing: programming language. There are over 250 programming languages in the entire world. Some are familiar to people here in the US, such as Python, Java, Ruby, and C++. Programming powers most of our everyday life. People are now using lines of code beyond your average computer or phone, like in robots and artificial intelligence. Programming languages are basically what commands the programs to do things what it runs. These commands tell the program to do certain things such as delete a thing or add a thing and many more. Many programs have lines of code so much that it seems impossible. Microsoft Windows operating system runs on approximately 5 million lines of code. The Google company runs on approximately 2 billion lines of code. And those are just everyday devices most people all over the globe use. The programming languages differ very much from each other, though. They vary in many ways. Some main ones consisting of length, command, function, and much more. Some are similar, but there are way more that are different from each other. This is what the Python command is put just to say hello world compared to JavaScript and machine code. Python, print, parentheses, quotation mark, hello world, quotation mark, parentheses. JavaScript, console.log, parentheses, quotation, hello world, then quotation, parentheses, machine code. This compared to Python and JavaScript, all are different from each other. As you can see, Python and JavaScript differ in length by just a little bit, although they both have the same words to express the command. But the machine code is way off from being similar to either of those two, as machine code is supposed to be unreadable by humans and supposed to be readable by machines. How does cybernetics work? Engineering cybernetics was established by H.S. Sen and is a field of cybernetics today. It mainly covers mechatronic systems as well as chemical and biological systems. An example of engineering cybernetics is a device designed for the U.S. Army. It is referred to as a CAM, cybernetic anthropomorphous machine, and it was developed by the General Electric Company. It is technically a walker, operated by one person in the cockpit, and the machine moves through the leg movements of the operator. As the machine moves through the operator in the cockpit, it is a system, a cybernetic machine. This is just one example of engineering cybernetics. Another example of engineering cybernetics is an artificial heart, which is designed to replace or mimic a regular human heart, except, of course, it is artificial. That artificial heart can be used to work as a functioning human heart for a person in case that person needed a new heart. How much do we rely on cybernetics? We rely on cybernetics a lot. Examples of how we use it are computers, some phones, some cars, robots, cameras, websites, biological cybernetics, satellites, banking, stock market, airplanes now, radar, markets, business, shopping, and so much more. According to Modus, 79% of employees work as virtual teams, 94% of job holders are internet users, and 75% of homes have a personal laptop. Cybernetics is good too because of this. There is an 84% increase in productivity per hour for office workers compared to the 1970s. It is increasing flexibility through businesses like now. The top companies in the world now include Microsoft, Apple, Google, and Amazon, all who use or make cybernetic programs and devices. Many schools are starting to use computers for their students instead of the old way of pencil and paper. They also have started to use Minecraft Education Edition, which came out recently. Many people also play digital games, which are popular subject in business all the way to YouTube. Many people are also starting to watch at home, using their own TV programs such as Netflix or HBO, instead of going to the theater. Technology is starting to make many things more flexible, but it is also harming the old-fashioned way. Is AI better than manual? Computer science and engineering cybernetics have a big impact on people. Both have various effects and consequences. Ever since the beginning of time, people had to do things and work by hand or by themselves. Then new technology sprouted in the 1800s that allowed machines to do the work of people. Now, it has come down to AI, artificial intelligence, to do most of the work people do. Examples of are AI doing work that people are supposed to do. When companies use AI, they can just rely on the AI and just lay off the workers to earn more profits that way. They won't necessarily pay the AI, so the companies would save money that way. If they use AI, they would get work done efficiently and less costs. However, based on this will cause more and more people to lose a job. This will ensure that eventually more machines than people would be working. So AIs and machines have pros and cons for people. Cybernetics in health. Cybernetics is also used in health. As mentioned in the beginning, cybernetics covers many areas including biology. Cybernetics are obviously in health and medical fields, but computer programming cybernetics can also cross over into this. Computer science has AI in programming. They can be used as programmed body parts to replace or mimic that of a person's. For example, someone can have only one arm, and then the person receives a cybernetic arm that is mind-controlled. This can be helpful to people with disabilities and cannot do things that require a body part. This is an advantage to medical studies compared to that of the past. For example, people can do things in the medical field that can never be done before, such as modeling the body or simulating it. Works Cited page. Thanks for watching this video. Here are some of the links I used upon. Visit them if you want some ideas from this. Then there is worditout.com's word cloud. So the front page image, that word cloud, I created that image. If you want to create a word cloud image efficient and easy, I recommend using this link as one of the links you can try. Then I also, of course, I use Google, YouTube, dictionary.com, but there are also many websites that are reliable to me and provide very good information. The other works cited page, images from Google Images, of course. Note, I did not include the full cited material, probably because I forgot. Then it is still from Google Images. You can find it there with no problem, links included. This one, history books. An image, another image I use, and this. If you want to get specific links like the bottom one you can't see very well, then just comment down below. I'm happy to answer any questions you have about this, any opinions, any comments, concerns. Thanks for watching.